Hello and welcome to this watch along of RCB taking on SRH, and we are here on a very rare occasion. Today seems like a blue moon. The RCB are in a winning position. From here, only one team can lose. That is RCB as well, because RCB is the only team who can lose from such positions. But yeah,
They won the game, Abel. Now, what, 47 runs to win in 9 balls, and you're saying RCB can
RCB
lose?
was
That
the only
shows.
team to lose from here on. Trust me, that's the only one team can lose from here on.
No, I think the only thing that can lose from here is Punjab Kings. I don't think RCB is that bad. I've never seen RCB lose. This is just an impossible situation, right? To
Come on.
lose.
If you ask me, last game we lost it from the hands of victory, right? That's how RCB can be at times. So let's just be very honest about things. But funnily, this game has been a very weird game for all sorts. To be very honest, I don't know what exactly was a good score on this wicket. This wicket has behaved very weirdly as well. Game has been a very weird game of cricket because there are runs, there's the ball stopping. So I don't know what to really say about this game from the start because you saw Rajat Patil play an incredible knock. You saw, for example, some great shots being played by few players, but you also saw players struggling a lot to get timing on this wicket. What do you make of this pitch? I mean, 205 looked good, but really looks like RCB were 20 runs above par.
Yeah, I think I told my brother as well that when we were watching the match that if there's no due, then RCB is going to win it because that was the kind of start that they got in the power play. They didn't lose a lot of wickets as well, and that's why you have to give credit to Rajat Patidar and Faf du Plessis. And I think another factor that's really played in Naval is the fact that I think we had spoken about this on a different stream, right? That
Yeah.
SRH is a team whose bowling has been not doing well, and they have been overshadowed by the fact that people have not really realized that because of the fact that their batting has been so massively successful. Like when your team scores 288, as a fan, you're not really focused on the fact that your team is also given away 266 or 246 or 230, 235 because that's not affected you really. You've still won a comfortable T20 victory by 20 runs, by 30 runs, by 45 runs. But today was a day where the batting failed, right? And it was going to happen. It's bound to happen. I think as an SRH fan, if you're watching this, you probably will be saying that it's good it came now and not later, not
Uh,
in the playoffs, or not when you really want to win a game. It's better to have that bad day off today than later on. But it was just bound to happen. I think their bowling absolutely failed again today.
mhm.
207, like you said, was 20 runs par, and I
Yeah.
think it pulled back, right, and then to give that free leeway towards the end to the likes of Cameron Green and to give it to Lomror. I think they gave precious runs away, and that really hurt them as well. Even a Dinesh Karthik and then a Swapnil Singh, who came in and I think combined scored 23 of 12 balls. You just combine Lomror, Karthik, and Swapnil Singh, they've only scored 30 runs, but they've scored those 30 runs in just 16 deliveries. And I think that's been the difference towards the end. I think
Right.
you probably should have halved it, and that's where you gave I think 15, 20 runs way too much. And Sunrisers batting, obviously today, you have to say that they couldn't really. I think you would have to say on a spinning track, RCB is still ill-equipped because their spinners aren't great, but they got the key wickets, right? They got the wickets quickly. They got the wickets of Abhishek Sharma before it did too much damage. Travis Head, very important wicket that Will Jacks got. And then you got Aiden Markram and Heinrich Klaassen. And all of them falling to spin. I don't think you would expect that to happen, right? Abhishek Sharma is the only one who fell to pace. Everyone else fell to spin, who are all good players of spin. So I
Mm.
think a lot went for RCB as well, but that's also how this team plays. I think that's where you miss a batter like Kohli, right? That's where you needed an anchor. They didn't have one, and the batting was bound to fail at least once.
I don't think this team's strength is based on anything of that sort. This team's strength is based on playing one-dimensional cricket, and they've got success in it. We have
Yeah,
Sandeep.
absolutely.
Sandeep joining us. Welcome, Sandeep, in the show. Sandeep predicted last night that it's an RCB victory. So credits to Sandeep for that. And Sandeep has put out something on Instagram also saying RCB's qualification scenario, which certainly means KKR lands on top, on top too. That's his whole point. If SRH would have won today, it's not because he liked SRH or RCB, he wanted RCB to win. It's basically that if the SRH won today, they would topple Kolkata in the top
No,
two. So
in a likely scenario, I think there is only one out of say probably thousands and thousands of scenarios where RCB goes on to make it to the playoffs. And if RCB does go on to make it to the playoffs, their best bet
let's
would
be
be
honest, even if other teams were to lose games, but RCB will have to win games. It
yeah
comes down to
no.
RCB, which they are not
I
able
mean
to do.
they just don't have to win games, but they'll have to hope that two teams go on a roll. I mean, it's Rajasthan Royals and Sunrisers Hyderabad, or Rajasthan Royals and KKR. Both of them go on a roll, and probably the teams like CSK, LSG, all of them start to crumble. So I
I
think
mean, those
from
are hypothetical scenarios. What is one thing about all this? These are just nonsense. I mean, your job, you have lost the tournament way long. It's not even now. You can't hope magic to happen. That is exactly
but
what Pakistan used
but
to do.
since I think whatever scenarios RCB needed to qualify from a certain point, 4 games now have gone their way. I think the calculation started from game number
Yes, bro.
38.
Yeah, it's just nonsense. I mean, I don't buy into these kind of stuff, but let's just talk about the game in general. Just talking from a perspective of the game, Sandeep, what would you make of this entire batting performance from SRH? Because I just felt, someday they were going to be exposed for that one-dimensionality what they've got, and especially while chasing, they haven't really been put under pressure. KKR was one game where they were put under pressure; they almost came close. And once again, while chasing, they just look like a different team. Looks like South Africa of the World Cup. Very good batting first, chasing all of a sudden, the pressure is different. And two
Yeah,
South
exactly.
Africans.
I think you the best comparison could be to that of South Africa of the World Cup, because they have the players also from South Africa of the World Cup. They have Aiden Markram, Henrik Klaasen playing one-dimensional cricket. But then again, I mean, you'll have to take these sort of days if you are an SRH fan. If you can take the 287, 277, and 266, you'll have to take a loss chasing 200 odd
No,
runs.
I mean,
And
I think if your worst batting is 165, then that's not a
no,
bad thing,
it's
right?
not just
Because
that,
you
Jaden,
look
but I
at
also
RCB
feel.
and you look at them and you look at their worst batting and you look at SRH's
No,
worst
but
batting. I think
you shouldn't
SRH's
compare
worst
it
batting is
to.
okay.
You shouldn't compare according to the scores, right? That way, Gujarat Titans have the worst batting lineup, scoring 89, which they do on
They
paper as
do.
well.
They
Yeah,
do.
which
They
they
do,
do
by
as
the
well. But
way.
my point being, I mean, there are certain teams that do not play according to a certain template, and I think it's just that today the conditions and pitch, 207, 208 was chaseable if they would have approached it in a more sensible way. But that is just the sort of cricket that SRH plays. They have played this sort of one-dimensional cricket where all the players, even after hitting a six, they don't plan on taking a single of the next ball. Rather, they plan on hitting another six of the next ball. If we talk about today's game itself, I think that over from Shashank Singh, fifth over, where he came on to bowl, picked up 1 wicket. Klaasen hit a six, did not have any need to go for another one. They were already 3 down. They did not really bat very deep. Well, if you can say they bat deep if you have a Pat Cummins coming in at number 8 and slogging. But then again, with SRH, you'll have to expect these sort of days, because every day you won't see all of the batters clicking, or at least 3 or 4 batters clicking,
Yeah.
and them going on to score 200, 220 runs.
Man, I wanted SRH to lose today badly. These guys have taken that silent gesture from Pat Cummins and have gone overboard. After knowing that one of them 19 numbers is just a joke
I
of
mean, this
fans.
game does not change anything. Defeating RCB is probably, I mean,
I
wouldn't
think
really
you
matter.
put Pat Cummins still in a yellow jersey, and I think Indian crowds will be scared of him for a while now.
Yeah, I still think SRH have the team to win the IPL, in my opinion. To
They
be
do.
very all, to be
But
But
honest.
I'll tell you what, even though what this has shown is, if you really, I think if you win the toss, A, and B, if you make a pitch where you need to be a little bit more careful and
yeah.
cautious, maybe a turning pitch where spinners can be on top, I think now teams like Kolkata and Chennai will look at this match and be like, maybe we have some hope.
I agree
No,
with you, but the
I
but the
think
good thing for
KKR, they have
SRH
already
is,
gotten the better of SRH, but I
yeah,
also feel I would like to compare this SRH performance to that of South Africa, obviously, but also to the Punjab Kings performance of 2022, where they were coming out all guns blazing, not really worrying about how many wickets
no,
they
no, no,
have.
I don't think it's that because that really they stopped it midway through the IPL. This team, I
Yeah,
still think
because
will
it
go
was
a
not
long way.
working. If it wouldn't have worked for SRH, if they
No,
wouldn't have
I
5 wins
don't
out of
know. That
7.
was no, they were not confident enough with that approach. If they would have backed themselves to play 14 games that way, I still think they would have qualified somewhere. But they stopped that midway after one loss. You can't stop that with after one loss. Then England would have never been the world champions. You can never do that with one game. You have to continue playing it, and that's where champion teams are made. You have to stick to your philosophy. If you're going to go away from your philosophy, you're going to be nowhere. And if this season, one example is RCB in themselves. They've been
But
very
another
rigid
philosophy that
in how they're
SRH will keep in mind is that they are, I think, the team that has considered the most number of times 200 in this season with the ball.
they'd be happy. At least glad it's not RCB. I thought that's one record they'd have uh, to their backing. So I see KKR winning.
I agree, Teju. I mean, it's very difficult.
I
It's
don't know if
super difficult.
KKR will win the IPL or not, but I'll give you between three teams. Yeah, KKR, SRH, or RR.
But if
RR is
KKR
like,
does go on to win, I'll definitely become unbeatable, Teju. You can count on that.
Yeah,
what
I
are
mean,
you gonna do?
already on Instagram, Sandipani is sending me these reels. It's very difficult to find answers to them. And I really hope
Actually, I feel
they.
I am the one who's sending Sandipani those reels. He's forwarding it to you.
Oh
No,
my
no, I'm
god,
sending you guys
Abel.
the same reels. I'm sending you guys the same. Whatever I'm sending to Abel, I'm sending it to Jaren as well. And I think most of it are questions regarding
Sandipani
CSK
sends
and
some other
RCB.
kind of content as well. I'm not gonna reveal it, which can be revealed on live stream. Then we're gonna be sacked for that, I believe. Sandipani, do you want to screen share your content?
I don't know what Abel is implying.
Can I
I
tell you
have
what's
no
funny?
clue, honestly. Yeah.
Knowing Abel for a long time now, if he
Yeah.
smiles like that, you say no. If he asks you a question,
Yeah,
it's never
obviously. I
a
mean,
good
it's
thing.
always going to be a no because Abel comes up with all these.
What about the
I don't know.
Ajinkya Rahane MS Dhoni one?
I think I sent one from Santner and Dhoni as well. I think.
Yeah,
See, these are
yeah.
the kind of content he sends, right? He's an analyst for namesake. This is what he does. This is what he analyzes. This is what he analyzes. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, jokes aside, RCB has won a game officially now. Uh, okay,
I
the
mean, Abel
points
still
table
had his
thing.
doubts. With 40 minutes of the last over, he still had his doubts.
Yeah,
I
he,
just
he just told me that if a team can lose, it'll be RCB. And it was 47 to win of 9 balls. I was like, there's no way. There's no
the
way.
JJ
But they have done
Murarkar
it
was
in the
balling
past,
with
right?
nine mixed up
47. They
yesterday.
have lost 50 meters of 16 KKR. They won by 5 with 5 balls to spare. So basically, KKR scored 50 of the last 11. So they have done it against RCB in the past.
No. It was something much lesser than that, bro. Because
No, it
18
was
out of
50.
60 and they came
No, I think
down
50 odd from 3 overs.
three
Yeah, it
overs.
was
And
It
50
was
from
chased.
16. 50 from 16, and then Siraj balled that no ball, which was tonged by Russell for a 6, and then it started, and we won
I
by
don't know why
5
are we
balls to
talking
spare.
about KKR when
Because
there is no
every
team of.
time, every
Can we
time you
just talk?
bring up
This is what
RCB,
Teju said,
you can
Sandipani.
only
There's a
bring up
reason why
This is
you're
defeats.
what
only
Teju
unbearable.
said.
The
This is
only
what
team
Teju
you can
said.
compare with RCB is with I don't know if you can compare any team with RCB, but you can only compare defeat with RCB. You talk about RCB, it goes synonymously with defeats.
Okay, doesn't make sense. But
But yeah.
either
No,
ways,
just one
one
final point, and then I'll stop the troll. I just feel
yeah,
that with all the no ball controversy in the last game, RCB today really showed what Kohli can do if he goes on to play 43 deliveries.
is that a good thing or a bad thing?
You figure it out.
Wait, what is the question
I
again?
just thought that innings from Kohli was as pathetic as I've seen by any player in a long while. It was just awful innings from Virat Kohli. No matter what the 50 was, that was just ridiculous. I couldn't just withstand it. Power play was good, but post power play, I know the pitch was hard and all, but there's no excuse for that. That was just a ridiculous batting. 19 runs for 25 balls. That was as negative impact as a knock you could have really caused for your team.
Come on, it was a slow pitch.
No, I don't think so. Whatever it was. If Rajat Patidar can score what 20 ball 50 is what he scored, or 19
Yeah,
ball
yeah.
50, then he
20
scored.
Don't compare Rajat Patidar to Kohli.
I mean,
Not in
let's
the
be honest.
IPL.
Come on, man. Let's be honest. Whatever Virat Kohli has done, that was possibly one of the worst. Now he might have scored so many ducks in his career, but that was bad. This one was bad.
No, but that has
What do you
been
get
the
for
case with
SRK,
Kohli,
which
right?
came around 30 crore in the last week? So for Shah Rukh Khan from Gujarat Titans, is it? Yeah,
I think so.
yeah.
I
What do you
think
think
so.
about him? But before we get into him, I just have a question on Pat Cummins, especially that he has made statements saying that we can go out there to score 300. Are they being slightly overconfident at this point?
No, I mean, I think we don't on this channel. We don't hate overconfidence, right? It's worked for them. I mean, he did go out and say that 240 is par at Chinnaswamy, and then guess what? They end up scoring 288. So I think it's fine as long as they look at it. I mean, because there are players out there whose process is to imagine the most perfect possible performance, and then they strive towards it. And it's sort of the system where you aim for the stars and end up on the tree, or you aim for 300, you end up at 288. And I think, like you said, right, it's fine. It's fine if you have days like this, and you hope that days like this happen in the league stage in a game that doesn't really give that much importance as probably a playoff will. So I think they won't be really bugged by this loss. They'll probably not like this loss. They'll probably look back at a few things. But like I said earlier, also, right? It's the fact that their bowling is not working it out. I think if their bowling had balled and had an average outing, they would have probably ended up at 190. I don't think this was
Yeah.
a 200 plus pitch. And
I
like
think
you
if you
mentioned,
look
even
at
if
the
Kohli
larger
had played
context
better
of
innings,
things,
RCB could have ended up about 220.
yeah, I think if you look in larger context of things, it's just 1 over or 1 or 2 overs which really turn the game around. Mayank Markand is at 26, 27 run over. That's
Yeah.
a big factor if you look at this entirety of the game, because for that very reason, I think Rajat Patidar deserves the man of the match, because he's ultimately the deciding factor, that 1 over, why they won. And what do you guys think about SRK? I think SRK, I mean, he gets money because of that role what he plays. Because there's not a lot of Indian players who can do that role, right? Today also you saw, okay, yeah, Dinesh Karthik is there for RCB.
But he
If you look at
plays for a
SRH,
franchise that already has a Rahul Tewatia. I don't know for why, for what reason, and they have similar players performing the same sort of role. They
yeah.
have a David.
And I have
You
a
have
They've got
question for
Rahul,
you today.
they've got Rahul, they've
What
got
do you guys
David
think
Miller.
about Shahbaz Ahmed? Because there's a lot of faith which has been shown by Shahbaz Ahmed by SRH. He's been promoted up the order, but he comes down to play this 100 strike rate knocks time and time again, which is not quite doing his team any good. I think he did this against CSK where they almost got themselves into a jailbreak there. But once again, I have to be very honest, it doesn't really work for them.
But Shahbaz Ahmed has played these sort of negative impact knocks in the past as well. I don't see him as a pure striker of the ball, a power hitter. I know he has been used like that by Bengal for the Syed Mustaq Ali Trophy, but that is a role that I don't see him performing really well. He does it exceedingly well in the Syed Mustaq Ali Trophy, but when it comes to the IPL, I don't see him having performed exceedingly well with the bat for RCB as well. Uh, but I mean, we have seen stranger things in the past. We saw Akshar Patel get a promotion at number 4 and score 68 of 43.
No, I think with Shehbaz Ahmed, I mean, I agree with Abel with what he said. But today is one of those days you probably won't hold it against him, right? He's top scored in a team where you have Abhishek Sharma, Travis Head, Aiden Markram, Heinrich Klaassen. He's a top scorer. So today I think you wouldn't mind because
And also, I
if you
think
see,
today this sort of a role was expected of him because they had power hitters coming in and striking the ball all across the place. They needed somebody to stay at the
absolutely,
crease.
and I think
And by
if
the
there's a
time
reason
Pat
why.
Cummins got out, the game was already out of hand. So he did not really have anything to
Absolutely,
do.
and the only thing that he had to do was help the team make sure that they don't have an embarrassing loss, and they've only lost by 30 odd runs. Now that's still not a. I mean, if he wasn't playing, they would have probably ended up losing by at least 50 or 60 runs. So I think he's done a job that he was required today, and I agree with you, Sandipani. He's not. You're not expecting Shahbaz Ahmed to bail you out when you need 20 to win of 10. I think that's not his role. You're probably expecting him to take that single and turn the strike over. I think Tejas asked this question wondering where is Washington DC Sundar. He's barely played this season. So the last time he played, who was it who took him to the cleaners? Fraser McGurk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
43 of 2 overs. I think you don't deserve to
he
play.
got thrashed. He got absolutely carted away.
But Teju, this is not the first time that we have been talking about Washington Sundar in our streams because we have been very vocal about it. A bowler that does not have spin, a bowler that does not have pace. He's neither a spinner nor a pace bowler. I don't know what he is. He just comes in both straight deliveries at you. If he's lucky, he'll probably continue. He Washington Sundar has never been a wicket taker for you. He did go on to play for India. I don't know why, but the role he was playing for India was that of a power play bowler who is to come in and try to stem the run flow at the top. If you take the attack on Washington Sundar, it might come good for you. Otherwise, you might lose your wicket. Otherwise, apart from somebody trying to hit Washington Sundar out of the park, Washington Sundar does not have the capability to fool a batsman with his flight or pace or spin. So I think he's a very, very ordinary bowler. And also over the last 2-3 years, I think he has lost quite a bit of his mojo as well. So I think Shahbaz Ahmed is their go-to guy ahead of Washington Sundar.
I think Shahbaz Ahmed is ball better as well. Now, I mean, I don't think SRH are looking at Washington Sundar and they're really saying that we need you to bat really well. I don't think that's a hugely important thing for them. They've got enough of the batting. The only thing they need from him is to be a premier spinner. Now they don't have Vanadu Asaranga and they had Adil Rashid last time around. They didn't buy him around this time around. So they don't have the spinners, right, that they can really bank on. So they need Shehbaz or Washington Sundar, whoever comes in, to support Markande. Now Markande has been traveling, but he's been at least taking wickets. He's been taking some important wickets and really stopping the run flow. And I think that also shows something, Sandipani. I think this trend, right, where which had come in because of the advent of T20 cricket, that spinners who don't spin the ball will do well, has stopped.
Mhm.
I think it's completely stopped. I think if you
Thankfully.
look at the spinners who are doing well now, Kuldeep Yadav, Chahal, I would say Markande to an extent because he's getting wickets.
Yeah, but
You
and I
also,
would also say, Jaden, it's thankfully and obviously. I think you shouldn't be called
yeah,
a spinner if you don't know how to spin the ball.
absolutely. I agree. I agree. And I hate those spinners who
Mhm.
just come in and,
But also
push
another
the
thing
ball
with
in.
Markande as well, I think Abel spoke about the fact that he went for 26, 27 runs in an over. But I think if I am in the SRH camp, I'll take it because if you talk about Rajat Patidar, he did take Suyas Sharma to the cleaners as well in the last game. If you remember, he scored
Hmm.
22 runs off that Suyas Sharma over, and that completely shifted the momentum. I think if you
Yeah.
talk about from a matchup point of view, I think a leg spinner against Rajat Patidar was not the right call. You can probably blame the management regarding that aspect of things. But apart from that, I didn't see him bad poorly. I think those were some great shots. I think he was lining him. But Patidar was really lining him up properly, and he just got the better of him.
But yeah, absolutely agree. I mean, you have to say that Patidar has been, I think, all the trolling that he got before, in the whites, now people have forgotten that because I think he's played well for RCB. Now, the only issue has been he's not been as consistent as he was in the season prior. But then what he's done is, I think his role has also changed, right? His
Yeah,
role, I think, was a lot more fast playing anchor, if that makes sense, where you played a 130, 140 strike rate, play basically till Dinesh Karthik comes in, and then hopefully Dinesh Karthik carries you from there. And I think Maxwell was the one who was playing Patidar's role last time around. Now that
right.
role is shifted. Now you want Will Jacks to play that
To
role of
play Patidar's
a
role, yeah.
middle order basher, and I think, or rather, that's what you want. But I think Patidar as well is playing that role. Now I think the reason
But
why
I
he
think
plays
what
Patidar
has
when he
really
plays,
worked for Patidar is Jaren. I think he has coming in at number 4, and that he's getting to play the spinners. Like I said, he has a
yeah,
very good matchup against spinners. He averages somewhere close to 50 in the last 2 years at a strike rate in excess of 200 against leg spinners, and against off spinners as well. He has a strike rate in excess of 170. So he is getting some very good matchups coming in at number 4. At number 3, you would probably feel that in the last season probably he was coming in, not last season, this season, earlier on he was probably coming in against the pieces in the power play and not really getting to get a feel of the pitch, get himself in and then get going. I think that is the pressure that he was facing. He was not getting a go on at all, and I think with the spinners coming in the middle overs, he has been controlling the run rate as well for RCB.
yeah, I think I was just looking at his records, and I agree with you. I mean, he's got extremely good numbers against right arm spinners, that is both leg break and off break. 64 strike rate against leg break, 200 plus strike rate, sorry, and 64 average. And then he's got, but I think his average against off spinners is not that great. It's just 31. He's been dismissed twice, but his strike rate is still plenty good. And I think left arm orthodox is one way if you want to ball spinners, is the one way to go because 29 strike rate, 139, sorry, 139 strike rate and 29 as average. I think that's
So I
probably
think
the one
Shahbaz
where
Ahmed was the way to go rather than a Mayank Markande today.
yeah, exactly. I think, or else, I think they even tried Abhishek Sharma against him. But
But Abhishek Sharma
yeah,
is once again, I think, right arm off break.
yeah, he's right arm offie. Yeah, correct. So that's true. I mean, I think you're right about that because his numbers against fast
And
ballers don't
Abhishek
look
Sharma,
that
I think he
impressive.
just bowled the first over and nothing much. Not at
Yeah, I
all.
think he was bought in to get the wicket of Kohli. I think that was the
Right.
idea.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kohli and Saf. And I think it did not work out, so they obviously shifted right back to fast bowlers, which I don't really know. I think Bhuvneshwar Kumar would have done a equally good job. I think with the new ball, I would have preferred Bhuvneshwar Kumar to come in and ball that ball. Right? I mean, he can swing the ball, and I think he could have been a better option because Abhishek Sharma ploy really didn't work, and then put a lot of pressure on Bhuvneshwar Kumar because he had to ball the overs he preferably would have been balled out by. Kapil
And I
Verma
think it
says
was a
somehow,
strange call that they gave only one over to Bhuvneshwar Kumar today. I think Natarajan bowled beautifully today, so I think that they got away with. But Pat Cummins travelled for 55 in his 4 overs. Markande travelled for 42 in his 3, and Bhuvneshwar just got to bowl that 1 over in the power play. I think that was very strange captaincy from Pat Cummins.
yeah, I think. Do you reckon he stopped trusting in Bhuvneshwar Kumar now because he's not had a good season, right? He's been traveling a lot. Like the thing about Bhuvneshwar Kumar is the kind of numbers that Bumrah is generating is what Bhuvneshwar Kumar used to generate in his prime. I think if you go long back, the best example of that is RCB when they scored that 263 runs and Gale
Yeah.
unleashed. There were only two bowlers who had balled below 7 runs per over. One of them was Bhuvneshwar Kumar, and the other, surprisingly, when I was going back and looking at the scorecard, was Luke Wright.
Yeah,
But
he just
yeah,
came
I
in to
don't
bowl
want
one
to.
over, I guess.
No, he bowled 4 overs. He bowled four
Okay, Luke
overs.
Wright did go on to bowl 4 overs. Okay, I
So
think
that
Gale
makes it
wasn't
even
really
worse.
facing Luke Wright.
That makes it even worse now on Pune Warriors India. Because I think someone was giving 18 runs per over. I think it was Aaron Finch who bowled 2 overs, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. He did come on to bowl, and Gale just took him.
So I think, but even then, that's what Bhuvneshwar Kumar is known for, right? And now he's really not having a good season. And issue being, he's at a stage in his career where I think he might be even, because especially with the mega auction coming, these are the kind of players who might not even get picked if he has a bad season. I'm not saying he might not, but he's definitely, the kind of season he's been having, teams might not pay well for him. That's for sure. And it's very
Yeah.
unheard of for Bhuvneshwar Kumar. He's a high, I
No,
think he's
but
one
then
of
you have the
well,
likes of Rahane getting sold for base price. So I wouldn't be surprised if Bhuvneshwar Kumar goes for a base price as well in the upcoming auction.
I'll tell you what, he's a very Chennai kind of a bowler, right? Someone who can swing the ball early up.
How many
Maybe bowl
bowlers
with
do
a power
Chennai
play.
need? They already
He
have
sold-
a plethora of
See,
fast bowlers.
we got Richard Gleeson, he's 36 years old. So we like old guys. And I don't
And
think,
that
I'll
is
be
not a
very,
surprise.
I won't be surprised if Bhuvneshwar Kumar is actually,
Nobody is
be like,
doubting Dhoni's preference.
I think you have to see if Rutraj likes old guys as well. I mean, with Richard Gleeson, why is they were leaving the stream like RCB?
Even just came, he heard Dhoni likes old guys and he just left off.
Okay, sorry guys, there's some glitch happening, but I'm here to make some announcements. By the way,
Yeah.
we're going to be announcing the winners for the today's one-on-one contest. So, just as you all know, it's
I think Abel is facing some connectivity issues.
one-on-one
today.
contest.
We'll have to say
Am I
that
audible?
again. We couldn't hear you. Yeah, now you're
yeah,
Yeah,
audible.
okay. I'll just make an announcement. So there is one-on-one contest happening in Boomer 11, and if you haven't already joined, you can play daily. You can invest 100 and win 200. Invest 5 dirham and get 10. You can play as many contests as you want. 500 and 1,000. You can go to that extent as well. You can play 5 different contests. So today I'm going to be announcing the winner shortly for the one-on-one contest right now, because we've just got the winner, and for the I think it is Junaid Ahmed, was really had a good game today, and I'm just going to be announcing the points as well as I just retrieve it. Just making some off calls than the ones which we have already. Just making some calls here. Yeah, so I'll just announce the points. I'm just not unable to get the points what he's received. So yeah, the contest Dilshad Ahmed and Boomer 11 expert play. Dilshad Ahmed has won it by a margin of 24 points, and he'll be getting 10 dirhams because he's only played one contest. And contest number 2, which Junaid Khan has played and Boomer 11 has played. Boomer 11 has lost that contest, and Dilshad and King Khan has won it again. He has gotten 616 points, and Boomer 11 has only ended up with 579 points. So yeah, both of them will be getting the prizes, and you can retrieve it at your own will, and you can keep a credit system as well on Boomer 11. So that is the announcement which I had to make. But either ways, coming back to the game, sorry guys, just had to go to collect these informations. But as we're back again,
I mean, congratulations, guys. You had a
Yeah,
great
absolutely.
solid team.
solid team. I
It's not
think
easy
I'll
to
just
win against a boomer expert. I mean, we picked him
Boomer
very
expert is
carefully.
So finally, King Khan had Will Jacks as the captain, and vice captain of his team was Cameron Green, and both of them.
Oh,
Though Will Jacks
absolutely.
And
brilliant choices.
what did our experts have? What did we have as our
expert had
captain?
Virat Kohli and Abhishek Sharma.
Okay,
Oh.
there was some bias with Virat Kohli out there, but we did get some good points with Virat Kohli and Abhishek Sharma as well.
Yeah, it was constant team for all the games. So Virat
Yeah.
Kohli and Abhishek Sharma were the captains. But for Dilshad, it was Virat Kohli and Faf Duplessis. But his team has gone on to win by 14 points. So that's interesting.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
I think Faf had a decent game as well, so good choice there.
Yeah,
Faf had a okay game, but yeah, I think he has gone on to win in because of the bowling options he had. Very funnily,
Yeah.
he had Natarajan, he had Mohammad Siraj, but I think he had a well-rounded. He had Karan Sharma in his team, which is very good. Very good
I think
choice.
Karan Sharma is the deciding factor because he came in bold and
Yeah.
economical spell,
Yeah.
picked up 2 wickets as well, and I think those were one of them was bold as well. So extra points
Park
for getting
lost
those.
New Zealand. I mean, that shouldn't even thing, bro. I mean, if RCB can defeat a team that right now, it's Pakistan team right now. Let me tell you, the Pakistan team is just absolute bonkers. They're playing against New Zealand's Z team or
No,
something
I'll
of
have to
that
tell
sort.
you what. When I was following that match, halfway around 10 overs, when I say follow, I was just
If
going
I'm
over the
not
scores.
wrong, New Zealand are leading the series 2-1 at this point in Pakistan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Pakistan won a match.
Yeah,
They,
one match. Yeah.
they won
Oh,
the
wow.
second one. The first one was washed out. The second one,
Watched out,
Pakistan
yeah.
won, dismissing
But
New Zealand for
bro,
some 90 runs.
leave everything aside. Do you know the New Zealand team? That's possibly a New Zealand
I
team
know Abel.
you'll never find.
I know the New
I
Zealand team.
think
I know the
who are the
Pakistan team as well, and I have seen them practice in the training camp. So New Zealand team, be aware. Get out of Pakistan as soon as you can because there has been some good military
You know
training
what,
there.
guys? I'll tell you what. So Azam Khan is not playing in this series because he has a stress injury near his knee. I think that's what I've heard.
I
And
Okay.
think
guess
you
what?
call it obesity. I think obesity
Yeah,
is what you call
they
it.
made him climb a mountain.
Yeah, obviously.
And
But these kind of fitness trainings don't work. We are in
I think with
2024.
all due respect with to Azam Khan, I know that
no, Abel, I think the
some
last
things are
time this kind
difficult.
of training was done was when cricketers during the World War II played for, I mean, basically fought in the war.
Yeah,
Cricket had to be
exactly.
stopped. They had to be shipped off to the
Can
war
you tell
zone.
me who are these ballers? I just know Ish Sodhi here and Michael Brazel and Jimmy Nation to an extent. Who is this Jacob Duffy, William O'Rourke?
No, I
Is
think
this
last
Rourke?
time they played. I think they've
Who is
played
William
before in
O'Rourke?
Pakistan. I
Who
think
is
Ben
William
Sears and
O'Rourke?
Jacob Duffy has played in
He
Pakistan before.
no they played. I don't know whether in Pakistan or not, but they had a test series where South Africa toured New Zealand, and you had the same bowling lineup for New Zealand over there as well, barring
But
say Tim
that was
Saudi and
South
Matt
Africa's
Henry.
A team as well, right? Now who is Tim Robinson here? Bro, who's
I
Josh
mean, just
Clarkson?
forget it.
I mean,
I think
who's
it's
Dean Foxcroft? Who are
I
these
think we
guys?
should. Abel, the question should not be who are these players, but the question is will they be safe at the end of this tour? So I would really urge them to get the hell out of there as soon as they can.
Wait, the
With the
ultimate
military
dude,
training
they
and
can't win
everything,
this
I
series
am
from
really
here.
afraid of the security.
Unfortunately for Pakistan, it's going to be a 2-all draw, even if Pakistan going to win the next match.
Yeah.
That's a shame. Bro, I'm going to watch Wase Habib if it's available tonight. It's gonna
And
be
they did miss out
snacking
on
time.
their premium wicketkeeper due to obesity injury as well. So you'll have
Bro,
to take that into account as well.
you can't believe Pakistan are losing at home to this team. Come on, man.
I mean,
This team is
come
going
the
to play
World
well.
Cup, I think if Pakistan
Who's
gets the
keeping
wood
for
over
them?
India,
Who's
I
keeping
think
for Pakistan?
And is Shaheen Afridi dropped?
he
Oh
rested
yeah,
himself
yeah,
after
yeah.
3 games. He rested
Yeah, yeah.
himself. He took a rest.
Oh, he
But I think
rested
they're
himself.
saying that it's workload management. Yeah.
Yeah, basically he's fighting with the board. That's a workload he's got.
Yeah, he posted a
Who
story as
wouldn't?
well, right?
I mean, you give him the captaincy at a young age, and then after 2 games you say bye bye. Chalo, खुदा हाफिज अगली
But
बार
that
मिलते
was
हैं.
classic Pakistan, bro. That was classic Pakistan. I mean, Pakistan is keeping us entertained when even during an IPL season. That's how relevant they are. You know, that's why we love Pakistan cricket. Just beautiful, and we love Pakistan cricket over here. On June 9th, I think we are.
I was watching this stream, right, and there was this Pakistani journalist. There was Pakistani speaker in that podcast who was like, the PCB does not care about the women's cricket, and the person whom he was talking to is like, it's good that PCB does not care because when PCB cares, you have seven coaches, seven changes in coaches and captains in the first 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah,
I thought they were going to say PCB does not care about the men's cricket itself.
No,
I
PCB
don't.
cares too much
I don't
about
know
the
if
men's cricket.
Pakistan really cares about cricket anymore. It's
Yeah.
just happening. It's just happening. That's it. We
No,
don't
I
even
think
know what's happening.
cricket is
Like we don't see Aisha in our comment section anymore. I think
No, no,
Pakistan
no.
has
Actually, she
stopped
got
caring for
banned by
cricket as well.
YouTube
she got banned by YouTube.
for religious slur.
Sandipani is someone who works in YouTube office. That's all I'm gonna say. I think it was just a sudden
Who
ban.
blocked you?
No,
Or
I think we can do a fun contest and if for a change, if somewhere down the line, I mean 2 3 years down the line, if somehow Pakistan's ban in the IPL is lifted, who do you think will Chennai Super Kings take
no,
at the
that'll
first
be players
instance
at that time, right? Like, who do we know who's going to be good coming at that
in
time?
the
I
next two
think
three years?
I think Chennai may take Mohammad Ali in the next 10
I
years.
think I'll tell you, Babar Azam will come to RCB. I just know that.
Yeah, I don't care where Babar Azam goes to,
I don't think
but I
Babar
know
and
whom Chennai Super Kings will
But
take.
who is IPL worthy in that team? That's my
I'll
question.
tell you, CSK is going to rope in a 45-year-old Shahid Afridi, and he's going to be the vice captain to Mahendra Singh Dhoni. 44 because Dhoni loves older men.
Yeah,
That
this is-
sounds so wrong.
I just have a feeling that Punjab will go all out for Shaheen Afridi. And Mumbai Indians will go all out for Shaheen Afridi.
Shaheen Afridi, but Dhoni will go all out for Shahid Afridi. The father-in-law is the OG.
You know what the best part will be? If Mumbai do get Shaheen Afridi and the new ball will be still balled by Hardik Pandya.
Only if Bumrah is
I think
still there.
Shaheen Afridi and Bumrah would be a great combination with the
Only
new
if
ball.
Bumrah wants to play for Mumbai Indians, no?
Yeah, I mean, I think Naseem clearly worth Deepak Chahar prize. The only guy. I think I agree. I think their fast bowlers aren't bad.
I think I'll
But
take that.
Naseem,
I'll take Haris
Naseem
Rauf.
is young. Teju, Naseem is very young to play for CSK.
Bro, I bet you know
That
what's
is
gonna
true.
happen. RCB
That
will go
is
all out for Haris Rauf, and Haris Rauf will be flying all around Chinnaswamy.
I think KKR would go for Sarfaraz Ahmed because they like to pick dubious wicket keepers as captains.
So
No,
why
I
not
think- I
Azam
think-
Khan? I know Azam Khan is definitely coming to your team.
Yeah.
No, Azam Khan go to Royals because he's already
No,
played
but
for
then
your team.
Azam Khan comes to KKR. Chandrakant Pandit will starve him. I think Iftikhar will be picked up. I think so, yeah. Because they'll be
Chacha
like,
would play for
Pakistan-
Lucknow, no? Chacha would be a great fit at Lucknow.
Hey, Chennai, bro. And Chennai.
Chacha sounds like a Chennai material for me. He's a
Yeah.
replacement for Darren Mitchell, bro. He's a replacement for Moeen Ali.
I think
Bro, he's a Chennai material by itself. And not just that, I mean, this is a fun thing, you know.
Moeen
Pakistani
Ali is
players
10
who-
years younger than Chacha.
Exactly. No. Chacha is 10 years younger than Moeen Ali. What are you saying? Chacha is 26.
I think Chacha is ball to Don Bradman once upon a time.
Bro, leave all that. I have a feeling this is what's going to happen. Some of the players, they're going to be like, Mohammad Amir is going to come here and make a big fuss. And you remember 2023 World Cup, Pakistan team at night was ordering Swiggy in Kolkata. They wanted rasmalai and biryani and all that. Fitness trainers were hyped and all, let that happen.
I think that's a very, very good call from Teju. I think Imad was in
Imad
KKR
was
surely.
good. Bro, there's nobody in K. There is no. If Mohammad Hafiz.
No,
was
no,
there,
I
he'll come
think
with-
they have the Sutta connection with SRK as well. So Shah Rukh Khan and Imad Wasim after the game will go for their Sutta breaks. Very good call, Teju. I think that's a golden call.
Bro, I think they don't have a chapter, or else Hafiz would have come. Or Sahil Ajmal would have been a good addition to the team.
Now I'm sure Babar Azam would come to RCB for sure because he also does not have any trophies in the PSL.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, bro. That's what I tried to say. Babar Azam is an RCB material. No, Babar Azam has won a PSL trophy in 2020 under Imad Wasim's captaincy. Karachi Kings.
Imad Wasim for KKR supremacy once again.
I think Saeed Ajmal will be a good pick for KKR.
Babar won it with
Thank
Karachi.
God
I
you
think
said Shahid
it's
Ajmal and you did not go the other way.
Hey, bro. ये फंसाएगा bro.
Bro, he likes 17-year-old spinners from Pakistan. Good ballers.
Babar did win with Karachi, huh? But from the time that I followed PSL, I mean, yeah, I probably.
But
did
you
go
know,
on to win.
Pakistan is not going to love these IPL pitches because it's very similar to what PSL was. Roads.
Yeah,
They're going to be like
but
sizzling.
I don't
form.
feel. I don't feel the Pakistan batters can follow a template where they go on to score 220, 230.
No,
especially
I've
with
never
the
seen
players that they
Pakistan
have.
batters get picked up anywhere except for LPL and BPL.
I think Saeem Ayub will be a hit in IPL.
Yeah.
Saeem Ayub
That's-
going forward, if he can maintain this sort of a game, his fearless attitude, I think he would be a good player for
But I'll tell you
Pakistan
what,
as well.
What do you think Fakar and Dickok opening for Lucknow?
I think Fakar Saman will get picked up as well, but I don't think he'll get
Fakar
a
and
game
Dickok will
response.
be a good opening pair for Lucknow.
I think it depends on who the scorecard manager is. Like
Abel right now is
depends
just
on
going below the
name they
belt.
choose. Depends on the name.
Oh, I forgot. Rizwan. Rizwan is a good CSK material.
No. What? No.
I think Rizwan and Rishabh Pant would be a great combination with all
I'll
the
tell you
dramatic
I
stuff.
think Rizwan will be.
Yeah. Delhi Capitals have a history of going for wicketkeeper batters.
Yeah,
And they will
and
get.
Rizwan and Rishabh Pant are theatrics defined. You'll have Ponting and Saurav Ganguly in the dugout, and you'll have Rizwan and Rishabh Pant playing all sorts of
But
pranks.
you reckon he's gonna be fit enough? I think he'll get injured like 5 times in a game.
That's what
fine.
happens to most of the players in Delhi Capitals as well, so it's fine.
That's what happens exactly. And funnily, Delhi Capitals have signed a non-wicket keeper, and Gulbadin Naib has been signed by Delhi Capitals to replace Mitch Marsh. Funny selection, but I think he's going to be better than Shea Hope at least.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
And I
absolutely.
think if nothing at all, we'll get to see some muscle from Gulbadin Nair.
Yeah, that's what Teju also says the same. Yeah, something at least we'll see. I'm very surprised that Dasun Shanaka was he part of this IPL?
Yeah, he was.
No.
He was part of the. Wasn't he
I
part
think he
of
was
the
part of he was part of the last IPL with Gujarat Titans. I don't know whether he was
But I'm very
retained or not.
surprised that none of the teams really went for him. I still think he's a very good player.
Shanaka
Dasun
was
Shanaka.
there in Gujarat Titans last year. I don't know this year whether he has been.
For me, I think
No,
Danushka
he
Gunatilaka
remained
will be a good
unsold.
option for
He remained
KKR.
unsold. He
okay,
was there.
he remained unsold. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Gunatilaka opening with Phil Salt is what I want to see.
I think Gautam Gambhir wouldn't let that happen because unlike Rajasthan
I
Royals, we
think-
don't pick up players with 16 average and 120 strike rate
I
and
think
persist
Gautam
with them
Gambhir
for 4
himself
years.
would come out and bat than let Danushka
No, I think
Gunatilaka-
I think now that you spoke of Gunatilaka, I think Rajasthan Royals. Gunatilaka would be a great fit for Rajasthan
No, but
Royals.
we're talking about Pakistani players, right? Who would go to Rajasthan from Pakistan?
Azam Khan, 100%. In a logical sense, because I think he's plays for Barbados Royals as well.
Yeah, he plays for Royals.
So,
the
yeah, I think
CPL.
he'll go for them. Yeah, I think he'll go for them. And he sings songs and all. He sings Hindi song. Anuv Jain's Husna and all he was singing. So he's good. He's a singer.
And that's what he's
That
doing
will
right now at home. Yeah, I mean,
He's a good singer though.
it was too
Even
big a
if-
mountain for him to climb.
He'll come on Kutti stories with Ashwin. Ashwin will get a new podcast.
I think if we continue this sort of banter against Azam Khan, I don't know whether obesity will come first or Moin Khan at your door.
Moin Khan still says Azam did not make it to any of the teams because of me. He made it in his own stand.
Good for
Fair
him.
enough. And also, one of the Pakistani commentator recently said that IPL has got machine in the bat. With that's the reason why there has been so many scores. to
I think
show
at
the
this
world.
point they just say it to be on the news, be on relevance, and I think talking
No, I
about them will
mean,
only.
when you don't have much technology, it's understandable that they think that technology has gone way too far. I understand that.
But I think Teju teams knew that there's some issue with Varinder Hassanga attitude issues as well. That's the reason no team bid for him, even if he could have gone for a lot of money, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, because a lot of teams needed spinners, right? I mean, I thought CSK.
Yeah,
might
and
go
also
for
I think Hasaranga would have been a
SRH,
great steal because
obviously.
of his ability to come in and bat as well. I think Hasaranga over the last few years, I think if Hasaranga would have been in SRH, I think it would have been almost unbeatable.
I don't think Hasaranga would have played in that team.
Yeah,
if you look at it.
instead of Aiden Markram, you can feature a Hasaranga instead of
No,
Aiden
no,
Markram.
I think Aiden Markram is very integral to this team, and if you take Aiden Markram,
And you
out,
can get in a Rahul Tripathi instead of any of the Indian bowlers.
No,
I
don't
think that
so,
is how
man.
you
I
should
really don't.
combine.
I think this team is good as what they are right now. Mike Markand has done an okay job. Let him continue doing, and that was the biggest issue with me. If Hasaranga was playing, this team was looking a little off balance for me.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
it's good.
you will probably have to sacrifice 20, 30 runs,
For me, I still think, Pat Cummins' investment of 23 crore is really worth more than a 25 crore Mitchell Stark in every way.
Obviously, man, obviously. Last time Pat Cummins' investment of 16 crores was not worth it for KKR, but we have seen this in the past. Players going out of KKR and then and doing wonders in the IPL. Chris Gale, Surya Kumar Yadav, Shubman Gill to a certain
Come
extent.
on. I think KKR aren't as good as RCB are in that department. There's only one
I mean-
player in the history.
Okay,
who is-
but I just have a question. How many players from RCB have gone on to do well, like apart from a few you remember? Like big name, like who's been there for a long season. I mean, if you look at Shivam Dubey when he left RCB, he went to RR, he didn't do anything. Even
I think I can
who
say
else?
probably KL Rahul, but once again, is he doing well?
KL Rahul,
Chahal,
I don't know if
right. Chahal
RCB
is
let
doing
go of
brilliantly.
him. KL Rahul wanted to leave.
But
is what I heard.
Chahal was already very, very established at the point when he left Bangalore.
True, I'll agree.
See,
with that,
everybody knew Chahal is never irreplaceable. I think Chahal, the reason was okay. Let me say, Chahal, they wanted to get him, they couldn't get him, and Chahal wanted to stay
Yeah,
at a
I mean,
higher price.
Mike Hessen did explain that, right, on Geo Cinema.
Yeah.
Correct.
So that's one thing. So leave Chahal. I think Shane Watson, maybe I don't know if he had a very good season at CSK except for that one knock.
No, he did not. I think when he left RCB, he already had that chronic knee issue, so he couldn't really.
I think two players who really come into my mind is Moin Ali. The very next season, he had a terrific season with CSK.
Yeah.
Who else? Shimran Hetmeyer maybe, but it was a mega auction again.
But then
He
again,
didn't-
that is why I'm saying KKR leads the race, because you have players like Chris Gayle doing nothing for KKR in the first 3 years, coming to RCB doing wonders. You have a Surya Kumar Yadav playing at number 7 for
Surya Kumar
KKR.
Yadav did well for KKR.
But I think
Yeah, he did
no
well,
one-
but different role. You wouldn't see a Surya Kumar
Yeah.
Yadav feature in the Indian
But I
T20
think
lineup.
To
when
be honest,
KKR
Teju Klaasen started playing well this year. I mean, like 2 years ago. Klaasen,
Yeah.
we had
You
Klaasen in
wouldn't count a
2017. 16. Yeah, 18. We had him 5 years ago. I mean, that doesn't make
I
sense.
think
And also, Marcus Stoinis is a very hit and a miss cricketer. He'll give you
Yeah,
2
I
games
know.
out of 14.
Yeah, exactly. I think RCB's biggest mistake out of all this would be only Chahal, in my opinion, because you should have at least tried to go for him at all costs.
Yeah.
Others, I don't think RCB really wants them, because you have got like replacement for all these names. Like Stoinis, Green, Klaasen, you can say you had an AB de Villiers at that time. You could have never
But I
gotten a
think
Klaasen was never good.
Stoinis
Yeah, got a
wasn't-
like-to-like replacement for everything, but only they don't have a like-to-like replacement for the IPL trophy. Otherwise, they would have bought it by now.
They've never gotten an IPL trophy, so they can't get a replacement for it.
I mean, they would have just bought the IPL trophy if they could, like Mumbai Indians. Unfortunately, they don't have the funds.
Mumbai Indians bought an IPL trophy, is what I'm trying to say.
I
Come
mean,
on.
yeah, but
You have to say
So
that
according to Sandeepani, only 2012 and 14 were the fair years.
yeah, exactly. Exactly like Teju mentioned, if 2024 KKR go on to win, I'll become unbearable, and this is going to be the third IPL that is not fixed.
I tell you
I
what,
agree.
Teju, I'll have to say one thing though. Sandipani has been silent for a couple of years. Finally, KKR is doing well. And he's been silent for a decade now. The only thing he had to say, only person he had a good over was Abel. He's finally gotten something to say. I think let the man speak. Yeah.
Finally,
I
I've
mean,
gotten something to say over CSK as well. It's a season
Yeah.
where CSK are not at the top and KKR are at
Ah.
least on top of CSK.
Yeah,
Something
so
which
Teju, I think that
Dhoni would really
2018
mind.
retention comes down to KL Rahul wanting a very high price, and you could only retain AB de Villiers and Kohli. And obviously, you couldn't have let go of an AB de Villiers or Virat Kohli. So they couldn't get in KL Rahul because he went for 11 crore, if I'm not wrong, at that point.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what happened. And you were investing in a Sarfraz Khan because he was supposed to be your next big thing. Unfortunately, it couldn't turn
He
out.
has become your next big thing, but I think
You know,
separate
one
formats.
thing which I still regret is RCB got the bid for Kuldeep Yadav, okay? And KKR RTM'd it.
Yeah,
I think that would
obviously
have
KKR who are going to RTM it.
What? No, that is such a ridiculous thing to say. I mean, everyone knew that Kuldeep Yadav was going to be RTM. I think
No, because they did not even play Kuldeep Yadav. He had a very bad season. What was the point of
I
having
mean,
Kuldeep Yadav?
it was Varun Chakravarti's breakout season, and Kuldeep Yadav wasn't doing too well.
Yeah.
There was a
Yeah,
lot
it
of
was just
issues with his
nonsense
speed and
because,
stuff.
you know, if Kulcha Duo would have come to RCB that season, that would have been good.
Good wouldn't have won you the IPL level, so let's forget it.
You never know, bro. You never know.
I think you can stay up at nights wondering what would have happened, but
Corey Anderson as a death overs bowler, yeah, that was Dan Vittori supremacy.
he's playing for USA right now, right? He'll be playing the T20 World Cup for
But
USA.
dude, guys,
I think
when you
RCB
come
has had
back
some of the
selected
weirdest-
for USA.
Yeah, he's going to play for USA T20 World Cup.
Yeah, I agree. It's
Just
gonna be
imagine a case where Cody Anderson is playing and Unmukh Chand is not selected.
I think KS Bharat will be a good selection for USA if he goes there.
Do you want KS Bharat to go to?
Yeah,
CSK?
why isn't KS Bharat not
Sorry.
replacing Shreyas Iyer in your team?
Because Shreyas Iyer is a better batter,
What makes it say that?
and also he's the captain of the side.
I think there are
I mean,
better
that is
captains.
something. Yeah, I understand the thought process, Abel. This is the kind of thought process that has allowed you not to win an IPL trophy for 17 years.
Am I the one
I
making
totally
the
agree.
thought process in RCB, Sandeepani?
I mean, if you would have been in
If
the
I
helms,
were the
this is the
captain,
sort of cause you
RCB
would have
would have
taken,
won a
right?
trophy by now with the team we had.
I'm not so sure about that. I think
I'm telling you,
if
bro.
we continue to see
Give me
Kohli play
RCB's
such
ownership
blinder
right now.
sort of a knocks, 43 1
Yeah, I mean,
51.
It's like when you play FIFA career mode, you always take the bad teams, right, and hope they win a trophy. I think it's time. Mo Bobat, I think that's his name.
Yeah,
if I'm
Mo
pronouncing
Bobat.
it correctly.
Yeah,
Bobat.
right.
I think it's time. हम तीनों को नौकरी दो.
I think we
See,
can
we're
be
all
like the
dressed
director of
in
cricket
red as well.
operations.
We've all got some red in our clothes today. This
I'm
is
telling
the
you,
thing.
we could lead RCB to its title, and Sandeepani will be hailed as the analyst, most
Yeah.
demanded analyst of all time. How
Next
did
year
RCB
we coached. Next year he'll be poached by Gautam Gambhir.
Yeah,
But for the
I
time being,
think
I think I'm
strategic
really happy.
operations. Jared can
I'll
do
really,
something.
I'm really happy to say that Gautam Gambhir right now is on top of Virat Kohli and on top of Mahendra Singh Dhoni as well. I think Dhoni is right under Gautam Gambhir right now, a position that Dhoni wouldn't really like, because we have seen Dhoni be behind players like Santner and Ajinkya
Yeah.
Rahane in this IPL.
You know why RCB went for all these good players back then? There was no Malol, whatever that guy's name was. Useless. I mean, even if RCB go on to win the IPL in the next 2 years, I would still criticize Malolan, Rangarajan, whatever his name
Malol
is.
and Rangarajan, yeah.
Yeah. He should be out of the team. Trust me. He's just useless. The only good bid he made, the entire IPL would be who? I can't even take one player, bro. Leave it. He did not make any good bids. Well, maybe Swapnil Singh. He already, Swapnil Singh and Virat Kohli are the only two players who played in 2008 and and alongside DK. We're the only three players in this team who were in 2008 team and also in 2024 team in RCB's team tonight. And if you look at both the teams together, they were the only three players who were featured in the first season and this season. Swapnil
No, I
Singh
think
was part of the 2008 IPL.
you've got Ishant Sharma, you've got Ridwan Saha,
No. I'm talking about RCB's team.
RCB. Okay, yeah.
This
Fair
time
enough.
around in the auction, what RCB did was they asked Gujarat Titans who are your B grade bowlers that you don't need, and then they said, okay, trash, we'll take it.
No, I'll tell you what. It's more like when you wait for clearance sale. So you're like, sare, like all the expensive pieces are gone,
Yeah.
and then you're waiting for the
I
clearance
think
sale.
Teju was telling, right?
उन्होंने कचरा को महंगा खरीदा.
No. As
RCB ने
Teju was
कचरा को
saying,
महंगा
right?
खरीदा.
This guy goes out to his field grounds in Uttarakhand, picks up random ballers through Aja RCB. That's just a foresight, man.
That's what I'm saying, Abel. Let's go to Uttarakhand. Let's go practice in front of his house.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Or let's go to Tamil Nadu, wherever he is.
Yeah, let's find out. Maybe let's message him on LinkedIn. He'll be like,
Dev Patkal is,
I saw a reel.
bro, if Dev Patkal returns to RCB, then forget IPL title for next 10 years.
I'll tell you what, I saw a reel yesterday. It was this one guy who was bowling
I
his
think
nets.
Devdutt Padikkal
And
Kohli
he's like,
opening.
RCB को मुझे मौका देना चाहिए क्योंकि 287 runs तो मैं भी दे सकता हूँ.
No, but I think Devdutt Padikkal and Kohli would make a deadly duo. If they go on to bat 20 overs, they would only score 150.
Bro, 150 what? 150, 125.
No, I think Kohli bats at a strike rate of in excess of 110 at least.
Yeah, I hope he does. But this season is
But
striking.
Devdutt Padikkal bats with a strike rate of 90,
surprisingly.
so that balances it out.
Yeah, that balances out. Even
Valid
Virat Kohli
point,
batted
valid
200.
point.
Devdutt Padikkal will bat. Devdutt Padikkal got a brilliant 13 of 19. Did you guys watch it? It was beautiful.
Oh, I loved it till Marcus Stoinis started playing well. He
I
kept
loved it.
us in the game. Like,
I
Devdutt
love the
Padikkal
ending where you had
kept
the
us
likes
in
of
the game.
Mustafizur Rahman coming
You
in,
guys are
running.
still, Sandipani, you guys have still given the most runs in the last 6 overs. So please.
It's okay. I just love the fact that Mustafizur Rahman was coming all the way from the boundary and then traveling all the way to Bangladesh.
But I'll still maintain that Patirana is an Under Armour.
स्टॉइनिस ने मुस्तफिजुर को मार के उसकी औकात दिखा दी.
Bro, enough. I think CSK are winning the IPL once again. I sense it.
Yeah, they are winning the IPL because Mustafizur Rahman won't feature in it.
I'll tell you what, every day of the week, Abel senses a new team winning the IPL. It's sad they're
I
not.
saw a very good meme of Virat Kohli in the game where he got dismissed against KKR. There was a meme of Shakib Al Hasan saying, भाई मैं होता तो स्टंप उखाड़ देता. क्या कर रहे हो कोई नहीं भाई, स्टंप फॉर्म लात मारना चाहिए ना.
I have a question for you. If Mustafizur or Stark, who would you choose?
There was a poll, right? And I think Mustafizur won it.
Yeah.
Who would you choose?
Mustafizur.
Sandipani, I bet will say.
Mustafizur.
See, this is the thing. He'll sit talking about it.
I can sense a Dushmanta Chamira playing tomorrow against Punjab Kings.
I see Punjab Kings losing by 100 runs tomorrow.
No, I don't see that. Honestly,
Bro,
I
I'm Sandipani. I'm supporting KKR for the rest of the IPL. I want Gambhir to win the IPL.
I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to do that. You are even worse than that. What was the name of that astrologer who predicts all the wrong things? Praful something.
There is
So
someone
I
like
don't
that.
want you to do the same. I think you have a worse track record when it comes to supporting teams.
Bro, shut up. I'm telling you, I'm supporting RCB. I'm supporting KKR for the rest of the IPL. Gautam Gambhir for India coach. That's it. Good night, guys.
Good night, guys.
Stream handy नहीं हो रहा. क्या करें? We'll
कोई
continue.
बात नहीं, इतना दूर तक कोई देखता भी नहीं है.
Stream end नहीं हो रहा भाई.
कुछ करना जादूगर, आके जा.